Hey everybody, this is Kira and welcome back to my channel. This is Follow Your Arrow Tarot, and today I will be doing the intuitive and tarot card reading for the sign of Leo for June 2019. Before I get started, I do have a few channel announcements. So if you are a returning viewer and you already know what it is, just feel free to skip forward and check the description box below. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you so much for watching this video. A few things. I post my zodiac monthly general readings in the order to which the previous month had the most views. So I'm looking at May's views. And for example, Scorpio was number 1, so I've already published their video for June. Next, Leo, you were number 2 with 679 views. So thank you so much. I am a Leo rising, so you all are very near and dear to my heart. And then the list goes on. So I'm going to be publishing my videos in that order. All right. Secondly, I currently have some contests going on my channel. I'm trying to expand my channel and reach as many people as I can with messages from Spirit. So in order to do that, I need your help. So right now I'm almost at 500 views, and every time I increase by 100, I publish a special video where I pull some names out of my Buddha head, and you get a free private personal reading from myself. So there's a few ways to enter the contest. One is by being a subscriber. So if you click that button, I'll get a notification. You get one entry. Another way to increase your chances is to leave a thoughtful and positive comment on any of my channel videos. So for example, if you left 5 comments, that would get you 5 different entries and increasing your chance of getting selected. And when I reach my milestones of 500, 600, I pull names out of the Buddha head, do a special video, and upload that. So if you want to click that notification bell so you can definitely make sure you're watching those contest videos to see if you are chosen, that would be awesome too. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram. That information is in the description box below, and you could always email me at followyourarrowtarot@gmail.com. All right, so if you're new, I kind of do an intuitive channeled messages from Spirit to begin with, and then I kind of give you some information on your planetary alignments and what's going on for the month, and then I kind of segue into the tarot reading. So if channeled messages and astrology information isn't really kind of your thing, feel free to skip forward. Feel free, if you're watching, to timestamp my video for other viewers. And so we're going to get started. Okay. So Leo, June 2019. So when I was channeling and meditating on your sign, a lot of things were coming at me. So I do feel for a lot of you Leos, there's going to be a lot of movement and action for the month of June. Just because when I was meditating, all the images and words and sounds and all the stuff that I was getting for your sign were coming in very quickly, and I had to quickly jot them down. And it was very much collage-like in my writing the notes down that I was getting. So I just feel like either you're really busy for the month of June, or there's a lot going on, a lot on your plate, things coming at you from different angles. High energy type of month for you, Leo. The first image that I got in my mind when I was connecting with you was, like in Australia, the boomerangs, the curved things that you throw and they come back to you really quick. Okay, so again, like I said, a lot of action, a lot of movement. You are a fire sign, so fire signs, we tend to, be very active and dominant and lots of motion. June especially for you, Leo. But also, I kept seeing it being thrown and come back, and at times, the person was trying to dodge the boomerang. So, and then I kept hearing that song. I think it's Justin Timberlake, but it's "What Goes Around Comes Back Around." So I don't know if this is a connection to potentially like a situation or a relationship that you're in where, I think it's a karmatic connection. What goes around comes back around, and this could be towards you. So maybe something that you've done in the past, karma is finally coming back to make sure you own up to it, or you you're getting, you're paying your karmatic debt. But I also kind of feel like it's the other person. Because I kind of feel like Leo's a little bit confident and strong this month. So it's almost like I feel as though you're telling the other person, and it could be without words. You could not be saying this to them, but feeling towards them. Yeah, what goes around comes back around. So maybe they're going through something and you're like, yeah, because you did this, right? I kind of feel that type of energy. I definitely think karma is tied to it. Also, Spirit was telling me to don't forget their thoughts. So I'm thinking this boomerang is about manifestation. So it's especially important for you, Leo, in the month of June. Whatever you put out there, okay? So whatever you think and you feel and you say, it's going to come back around eventually, right? So make sure you're only putting the positive things out there. Make sure you're only saying and thinking things you want to manifest, because it will come back around. And if you put the negative, then it's going to come back around and you're going to have to deal with that too, just like everybody else. So I think you're definitely, for a lot of you, are going through kind of a spiritual evolution right now. You could be in the midst of learning a karmatic lesson. And I just see the positive sign. So Spirit's saying, make sure whatever you're putting out there is positive, right? Because that's going to kind of help you make things easier on yourself, if that kind of makes sense. Don't give yourself more work by putting the negative out there, because it's going to come back and you're going to have to process and work through that. So set yourself up for success. I also saw too, you're keenly aware. So I got the image of like, when, you're watching a movie or a cartoon and there's bank robbers and they're trying to rob a bank and they have to go through the hallway and there's all those laser beams, and I saw you almost leopard-like a black leopard. It was like somebody in all black, almost like a gymnast. You're going through and you're not even touching any of the lasers. You're very keenly aware of your surroundings. You're very agile. And I kept hearing too, like your spidey senses tingling, or almost like that same type of energy reminds me of like a spider web. So that tells me that, Leo, for June, you're very intuitive. Like if you have gifts, you're very in touch and in tune, and you're just keenly able to be perceptive of what you're feeling and thinking, and everybody around you, your environment. You're going to pick up on energy. So you're very aware this month. Or people or situations are going to say or do things, and it may not be explicitly said or done, but you're going to see the implicit meaning in things. And anytime you get that, whatever it is for you, when your spidey senses are tingling, so everybody has a different thing. You may get sweaty palms. You may shake a little bit. Your heart may flutter. Everyone just has a different way of knowing when their intuition's kicking in. So be cognizant of your body, Leo, and how it reacts in situations. And if you get that gut feeling of like something's not right, or I really think this person's doing this and not this, listen to it, because your intuition's really, really heightened this month, okay? And for a lot of you, all the situation, okay? So this boomerang, this spidey senses tingling, all this stuff is developing your psychic abilities, developing your spiritual awareness, because you're going through this spiritual evolution right now. You're growing, okay? And for some of you, you're going to handle it like a true Leo, with strength and with confidence, and it's going to be a breakthrough for you. But for some of you, it's going to be a lot to feel and to take, depending on where you're at in your life, emotionally, and, just are you grounded? And so for some of you, this situation can also be a breakdown. It could be too much for you to handle. So Spirit's saying, if you're one of the latter individuals who could be potentially going through some tough times, all this could be sensory overload, and you can have feelings of possibly being emotionally volatile towards other people, meaning like snapping because you get overwhelmed. You could be emotionally or mentally drained for some of you, because there's too much, and so it's almost like a filter. It's too much to filter out. I also hear regarding, it could be intimacy or relationships, or it could be For a lot of you, like friendships or alliances at work or in your social aspect. I'm seeing like speakers, you know, moving and people talking. But the energy and the feeling I'm feeling is not like excitement. It's like, be careful. So I feel like some of you be mindful of gossip, whether you're gossiping or people are gossiping about you. Be mindful of that. For some of you, there could be backstabbing, betrayal, jealousy, even people who are passive aggressive. So they say one thing and then you're listening to it and you're like, I think you were just trying to say something not nice to me, but you're trying to play it off like it, you know, those type of people. So there's a little bit of that going on, I feel, for some of you Leos, okay? But I do feel when we talk about your planetary alignments and what's going on in astrology for the month of June. So we have the 3rd, beginning of the month, we have a new moon in Gemini. That's an air sign. So could be potentially in your thoughts, in your emotions, the beginning of the month, thinking about things, right? Putting things out into the world, getting them back, right? The 4th, Mercury will be in Cancer, water sign, so deep emotions going on. The 8th, Venus, so love, will be in Gemini, okay, air sign. So you could be in your thoughts again, too, about love or situations. Middle of the month, we have full moon in Sagittarius, fire energy, a lot like you, Leo. We've got the summer solstice, okay, and then we end the month, the 21st, with Cancer season beginning, water energy going into the summer, and the 26th, Mercury will be in your sign of Leo, okay? So I do feel like the beginning of the month might be the tough portion for Leo, and then once you get to the full moon and the end of the month, and you hit the summer solstice, because you are a Leo, the sun, okay, summer is your season, you're going to cool down. And I think you're going to get a lot of clarity because the sun brightens everything up. You're going to get a lot of mental and emotional clarity regarding whatever situations or people that you're dealing with that may have been a little bit difficult at the beginning of the month. Okay. Jupiter is going to be in your 5th house this month of good fortune. So like I said, even though I'm not feeling a lot of negative, low vibrations or a lot of challenges, you may have a little bit, but I really feel for the most part, Leo, for the month of June, you have good fortune. Things are going to go in your way. You're going to be lucky. Just make sure that you are being positive and you're going in the right direction. And things are going to just fall in place. But I do have question marks coming up from Spirit. And I think it has to do with relationships or friendships. And I am seeing the word allies. So anybody you see in your life is an ally. And that could be anyone who you believe is your soul tribe, your family. And that doesn't mean it's necessarily people who are your blood. But it's just the people that when someone says, who are your people? And these people come to mind. It could be anyone. It could be family, friends. It could be your neighbor. It could be anyone who you see that adds to your life. You really need to question yourself on 2 things. So first, I'm seeing Spirit showing me the back, like someone's back. So I think you need to ask yourself, who really in your life, who of your tribe that you believe is your tribe, who really has your back? Okay? Seriously, in your mind, think about this. And put a mental picture of the people who have come to your aid when you truly needed it and who really had your back. Put them over here. And the people who you like, you love, you want in your life, who you want to have your back, but when it's come down to the nitty-gritty, they haven't really been there the way that you feel that they should. Put them over here. And you need to put your positive energy into these people, okay? And then I also see one more question of Spirit saying, you know, and I'm seeing kind of the symbol for health, okay? And I don't think it means necessarily medical, like health, but I'm saying in relation to this, who in your life makes you healthy? Meaning, who in your life makes you your best spiritual self, brings you to higher vibrations, makes you happy, makes you feel light, makes you feel like you're on the right path. That's what you need to be keenly aware of and concentrating on for your spiritual evolution. Everybody over here, leave them over here. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. Okay, so there's pretty much what I'm feeling for your intuitive and channeled guidance with your planetary alignments. Lots of air energy, Gemini. Got some fire with the full moon, Leo, and then we've got Mercury and Leo at the end of the month. So I think overall, it's a pretty decent month for you. So let's see how those channel messages come up in your reading, and let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Okay, Leo? All right, Spirit. What messages and guidance do you have for Leo for the month of June 2019? Spirit, what messages do you have for Leo for the month of June 2019? Let's get one more shuffle. Leo, June 2019. Overall energy for the month of June for Leo. Overall energy. That's too many friends. Okay. So you're coming out. Okay, so air energy. You could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart somewhere, or this could be about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is the overall energy for your reading. I just want to preface, this is a general tarot card reading, so it's for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascending, Venus. You could be a Leo cross watcher, so take the messages that resonate. So overall energy, 3 of Swords in the reverse. So in the past, I do feel, and like we were saying, Spirit was saying, be careful of gossip or backstabbing or betrayal. I think that you went through some form of heartache in the recent past. So this could be within the last like 6 months. Somebody hurt you. It could have been, because this is air energy, it could have been, you know, with communication, with words. You found out something, somebody told you a truth about something. But I do feel it is about relationships. Something came to light and it broke your heart. Could have been a third-party situation. Who knows? We'll see in the rest of the reading. However, it's in reverse, Leo, and that's your overall energy. So I'm happy about that for you, because it looks like for June, you're finally healing and moving on from whatever betrayal or hurt or heartache happened to you in the recent past. You're moving on from that, okay? You still have the wound there, okay? It's not fully healed. It's not fully mended, but you're on the upswing of things. So that's really good to know if you have been a Leo who's been struggling with some situation or person. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Leo for the month of June? Thank you. Okay. You've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. So let's see here. Water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Okay, we do have Mercury in Cancer on the 4th, and we will be going into Cancer season. So, but we've got the Cups in reverse. Okay, so Cups are about emotions and relationships and your intuition. So this, to me, is like a warning card from Spirit. You need to be in tune with your emotions, and you need to be keenly aware of how you're feeling, okay? What you're manifesting. Yeah. You may have a little bit of emotional blockages. Maybe you're not wanting to deal with this hurt from the past. You're not wanting to talk about it or process it quite yet. Maybe it's still a little raw. I don't think, for some of you, again, this isn't going to be for everybody, but what I'm feeling is that for some of you, you're not ready to love right now. You're not ready to make an offer to somebody or something. You may just need the time to love yourself for a second. Okay. Or if you're no longer with this person, no offers are being made from either side. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for Leo in the month of June? Spirit, what messages do you have for Leo in the month of June? Okay. But remember, what did I say earlier in your intuitive channel guidance? Okay. You have Jupiter, okay, in your 5th house of good fortune. You've got the 9 of Cups here. So to me, this feels like a good luck card, okay? Things going in your favor. So you're going to take this boomerang analogy to heart, Leo. whatever positive you put in the world is going to come back to you. If you are sad for yourself and if you're dwelling on the past, that's going to come right back to you. So I think you're going to listen to that and you're going to try to go positive, right? And with that, you're going to manifest a lot of positivity in your life. And this is good. You've got cups in the upright. So you could finally heal and get over and be ready to put yourself out there again. You could have a lot of offers of love or just connection from people, you know, new relationships, friendships. You know, I see you being confident and proud and looking at the glass full, you know, being grateful for what is working. Okay. So this energy right here is kind of like the attitude that you should really want in the beginning of the month, because the beginning of the month is going to be a little emotional, a little deep for you, right? But you don't want to get stuck here, okay? Because summertime's coming. Leo, the sun is going to shine. So this is Spirit saying, get into this mindset, get into this energy, get into this emotion, this attitude, positivity, okay? Spirit, what messages do you have for Leo for the month of June? What messages do you have for Leo? Month of June. Jeez. I'm going to take this one. You've got the Hangman in the upright. So yeah, I do feel like still like something's on your mind from the past. Okay. You may feel moments where you're doing well. Like you may have days where you're just like, I got this, I can do this. And then the next day you're just like, I don't know, like, and you start thinking about it again. And so it's almost like you have this roller coaster of emotions going on for June, where you have moments of confidence and clarity and then moments where you're not sure. And that's okay. Because like I said earlier, you're going through this spiritual evolution. And with evolution, it's not pretty and it's not perfect. And you're going to have moments of strength and you're going to have moments where you just need to sit and think and be with yourself. I don't think you're going to stay in this lull for 2 months. 2 months. Maybe that's how long it's going to take. I don't think you're going to be here for that long because I am looking at this awareness, okay? So I do think you're going to be keenly aware, okay, of your senses. Remember, your spidey senses are tingling. You're going to be more in tune, and you're going to pause for a second when you get those feelings now. You're going to actually pay attention to them. You may not have paid attention to them in the past, but now you have this new positive mindset. And you're going to take the time to be at one with your intuition and your vibration and your higher frequencies, and you're going to tap into that, okay? So this Hangman isn't like a stuck feeling that it typically means to me for your reading. I feel as though it's you taking the cause to pause to really reflect and gather information before you make decisions. Okay, which is really good because fire signs, we like to just go right in, you know, make decisions, do things. And I see you slowing down a little bit. So that may be really great. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Leo for June 2019? Messages for Leo. Okay, that almost flipped. Okay. Yep, and it came out. Yep, and it came out. I saw those. Yep. So death. Okay, major arcana, just like the Hangman right next to each other. So I do feel like there's something coming to an ending. A cycle's coming to an ending, right? You're going to figure out the karmatic lesson here with the situation or this individual, right? You're taking time to think about this, right? The death of something isn't always a bad thing. Yes, it may feel like a loss, and that's what may make you feel hung up for a second. Because anything that you lose, you do have to go through the grieving process with anything. Losing a job, losing a person, you know, losing a part of yourself because you're bettering yourself. You know what I mean? And it does feel like a loss, and it does bring a lot of emotions. This is a Scorpio card, okay? Water energy. But I do feel for a lot of you Leos, there is something in your life that does need to come to an end. Okay, and it could be anything. It could be a mindset you had. It could be the relationship here or the situation from the past, right? Because ultimately, here's why it ended. I think these two cards are telling you why it ended, okay? 5 of Wands, okay, fire energy. This could be you, Leo, or you could be dealing with another Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But there's a lot of bickering, okay? Lots of people involved too. So I think this is where the gossip and backstabbing and betrayal and passive-aggressive and jealousy. right? And everyone was passionate about it. So it could be with this person, situation, or multiple people, right, were involved in this situation. And it was just draining. You felt like you had to be the Seven of Wands. You had to be defensive because this is you, Leo, okay, fire energy. You had to passionately defend yourself, stand your ground. And remember when Spirit was showing me question marks, okay? Who are your allies? Who has your back? Who makes you healthy, right? There's a lot of people who don't. So you need to put them in a different category. You need to put them over here. And you need to really think, who had your back when you really needed it? In this picture, I don't see anyone having your back. So maybe that's how Leo's feeling when you're reflecting in June with this Hanged Man. You're answering that question Spirit told you to. Who has your back? And maybe you feel like, dang, nobody has my back. And that's a hard truth to recognize, okay? But maybe you do have a few people. Maybe in the situation, maybe something happened. There was an event that happened, and you had to battle off people, and maybe there was one or two people who did have your back. Okay, but let go of people who no longer serve you, who don't have your best interests, who are not bringing spiritual health to you, like we were talking about earlier. That's why this cycle situation, this person needs to end, okay? Because it's very low vibration energy, and it doesn't suit you, okay? It doesn't make you feel like this, for sure. It's got you feeling it. That situation has you feeling like these two cards, okay? Which are in reverse, meaning you're working on getting out of them, okay? Spirit, what's the final outcome or final messages for Leo in the month of June? Final outcome for Leo. Final outcome for Leo. Yeah. So 2 of Swords in the reverse. This is air. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? You're no longer confused, okay? You come out of this state, the Hanged Man. You come out of the Queen in reverse. You're no longer confused about your emotions, about the situation or the individual. Okay? You're not making a decision between two things. You know what you want. You make a decision towards the end of the month. And I think, like I said, with the summer solstice, okay, you're gonna get clarity. There's gonna be some light shed on the situation. You're gonna come out of this moon type of energy. Okay? And here in the final outcome is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So, again, that's water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Okay? And we are moving into Cancer season. You could be dealing with a Cancer, possibly. And this card could be either you or the other person. But I don't see love or commitment being offered from you or the other person or for the situation. I feel if you did see this person as a knight in shining armor, if you were dealing with a water sign potentially, you don't see him that way, in that light anymore, okay? Overall, looking on the board, we have 2 air cards. We have 3 cups, and we've got some swords. Okay, what is missing here is pentacles. So grounding and balance and stability. So that's what this reading's lacking. You don't have that in that situation or with that person, okay? But you could definitely be dealing with a Scorpio. We have death here on the board. So definitely could be a Scorpio. It could be another fire sign like you. Could be an air sign. Could be a water sign. So it really could be anybody, but Scorpio is in the center of the reading. But I feel like that more so has to do with that. The center, the main message of the reading is that you need to let something go. Let something end. Okay? All right, let's get some clarity on this situation. Okay, so Spirit, help me clarify the messages on the board, on the table, for Leo for the month of June. Let's get a couple more shuffles. Leo, month of June, clarity, clarification. Yeah, I feel like a lot of deep emotions going on. And a lot of defense. Like, I really feel like you're physically tired because you've really been having to fight for yourself. Okay. All right, what's this 3 of Swords in reverse for Leo? Dang. And 3 cards pulled out. What's this 3 of Swords for Leo? And then 3 cards come out. So it's I would say it's a complicated situation for sure. That's funny. Who got this yesterday? Scorpio got this. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah. So the first card is Destiny. Okay. With the 3 of Swords in reverse. So I think the situation, although it was tough, it was bound to happen. It was a lesson that you needed to go through, because there's light in the negative. You know, we don't learn, you know, studies show we don't learn when we make the right decisions. We don't learn as much. The brain doesn't go off the charts. It's when we make mistakes and then we learn from those mistakes that our mind really learns. Okay? I do feel this definitely could have been a multiple party situation. So someone, again, like I said, backstabbing, someone who wasn't honest. They weren't, you know, they were two-faced, okay? Many faces. They could have been, you know, have many personalities, you know, very different depending on who they're around. But I don't feel that this person was ever really who they said they were, if that makes sense, Leo. Next, to clarify the 3 of Swords, is Balance in reverse. This is Temperance. So this is Sagittarius in reverse. I also see like Magician here with all the symbols here as well. So this situation, this individual did not bring harmony and balance to your life. And I do feel like Destiny made that so because you needed to learn. You needed to be able to use your senses to let your gifts evolve so you can keenly see who doesn't add value to your life and who does. It was a learning experience, okay? It was karmatic. You have emotional loss here, which makes sense. Look, he's holding his heart. Like, this hurt, okay? This hurt you. You could be a male Leo. You know, it could be either or, but feeling some masculine energy and feeling kind of like a male Leo, feeling very defeated in love, okay? But the last card, clarifying the 3 of Swords in reverse, is Love Begins. So with any ending of this situation, and I'll tell you what, this wasn't a wonderful situation here, okay? A death needs to occur with this situation or person so you can have a new love. So a new offer could come. I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon because your final outcome is the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I don't see new offers coming in. But I think that this is kind of like with this 9 of Cups. It's kind of like the hope. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's Spirit saying, if you do the work, if you're aware, if you heal, take all of June to do all this, I'll tell you what, this is going to come in, okay? Because you got 9 of Cups and then you have a cup here. It's going to make completion. It's going to make 10. So for a majority of you, I do feel the situation you're in now isn't necessarily the one that you need to be in. I do see something new coming in, but later on, probably in the next few months, but not in June. That's kind of what I'm feeling. What is this Death card? What cycle needs to end? Yeah, you need to choose wisely. You have, yep, and that kind of goes with Destiny. Look at that. Look at that. And that could be why you're having a tough time and you got this Hangman here. Because you do have decisions to make. And you do have multiple directions you can go to. Yeah. And some of them are the right path. Some of them are pointing. And some of them are closed. So don't be tricked. Don't go back to old habits and go down the same path that ends nowhere. Okay? What was some of the issues with this situation with this 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands? What was the arguments about? Yeah, sacrifice. Okay. I feel like you had to sacrifice yourself for the situation for somebody else. Like somebody wanted you to do all the work, make all the sacrifices, you know, The other person didn't want to give. They didn't want to, you know, they wanted to. This could be a same-sex relationship too. It's like they weren't willing to. Okay. Because we have rejoice and celebration and a 3 of cups here. I do feel with this, yeah, I do feel that this could have been a multiple party situation. But I don't feel like they were willing to give up their game. You know, them talking or hanging out with other people or whatever. I do feel multiple people are involved. I don't think that they were willing to sacrifice that for you. They weren't really seeing just how amazing you are. They weren't willing to sacrifice that, and which is ridiculous. It's like, you know, you have a dollar over here, but you're playing with dimes. You know what I mean? Like, you're a dollar, and what they're messing around with are dimes. This could be a younger relationship too. Could have been a third. Could, yeah. People are all in the mixed of the situation. Like, I just feel like a lot of people are in your business. Okay. What's the final outcome here with the 2 of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse for, whoa, for Leo? Final outcome for Leo. Okay. I'm going to go with those cards that were popping up. New beginnings, Leo. You've got love begins, number 1. Love begins, number 1. And then you've got new beginnings. Okay, kind of like the Fool card. So, yeah, if you learn from this situation, I do see positive new things for you. We've got death, new love, new beginnings. Okay, but it's all intertwined with this. Okay, kind of like I was saying in your channeled messages, like that person who was bobbing and weaving through the lasers, right? And you had to have agility and be keen. There's new love here. There's new beginnings here, right? There's an ending of a karmatic situation, right? But you have to navigate through this maze. You have to navigate through the situation to get to the new beginning and the new love, okay? I do see that you're tired, so it's important to take care of yourself and rest and rejuvenate. Take some isolation, especially with this Hanged Man. Take some time out for you to meditate, to think, to be by yourself, to ground. It's number 4. Grounding. And like I said, there's no pentacles or coins in this reading. Okay. So that's what you're lacking. Stability, grounding, balance. And you had balance in reverse. So, and here's fire energy, a 4. You have 2 4s here at the end. Okay. Firm foundation. This is fire energy. This is you, Leo, right? Climb that mountain. You can succeed. Oh, remember when I told you I saw an image of someone's back? Who doesn't have your back? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. And you got a 4 and a 4. Take some time. Spirit wants you to take some time to reflect. Who really has your back? Who has your back? Who's going to endure your spiritual journey with you? Yeah. Who has your back? That's what I'm going to title this. Who has your back? Because look at this. Who has your back? All right. I'm going to do some romance angel cards. We're going to see if this is a love situation. What are some messages regarding Leo's love life and love situation right here? Spirit, what messages do you have for Leo regarding love? One more. Messages for Leo regarding love. Here we go, Leo. Leo. Yeah, reconciliation in the reverse. Yep. Leave this in the past. Leave this in the past. Someone from your past is returning to your life and it's in reverse. They're not returning, or you're not returning to them because you know. Going back to this, you're going to start all over again. You're going to have to start the lesson all over again, sweetheart. Don't do it. Reconcile. No bueno for you. Move forward. Let's get one more for Leo. One more. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to go with the ones that came up right. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So maybe you're a Leo that really has a type, but in the past it just doesn't work out with that type. So keep an open mind. Maybe the person that you're looking for is right under your nose, or maybe you're going to find them in a different social setting or somewhere else, okay? I do feel like something's going to come in for you, but later, right? Just keep an open mind. Be patient, okay? Don't go backwards. It's like I see half of this spread is low vibration, the past, leave it in the past. And this, new, different, working on yourself in the future, okay? What lessons does Leo need to learn, or is Leo learning for the month of June, Spirit? What lessons is Leo learning, or what lessons does Leo need to learn? One more shuffle. Okay, that one wanted to go. What lessons is Leo learning? And that one wanted to go. Okay, that was easy. That was easy. Awesome. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Remember, boomerang. Put the positive out, and the positive comes back. Okay? Love. Put love into what you're doing right now. Talk to people. Act out of kindness and love. Even when you're upset, even when you're angry. Nope, just put love out there, because that's what you're going to get back later. You got to work on putting positivity and love out there, okay, Leo? Because guess what? The lesson is growth through love. This is the lesson, okay? Love has been hard on you in the past, and you need to learn lessons from that, because that's making you grow right now. Look at this bright sunshiny card. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And what did we say? Leo's going to be keenly aware. Spidey senses are tingling. You're on this spiritual evolution. And it's all because of you're learning this through love, through your experiences and situations in love, Leo. I mean, come on. Spirit's like telling you so beautifully. I mean, come on. I mean, it's obvious, at least to me. Okay, so let's pull a few more cards. This is the Oracle of E. Let's just see. What does Spirit want you to know? What phrases, what things do they want you to know about the situation for June? Leo for June. Leo for June. Leo for June. Okay, first one popped up. Time to fly. Yep, time to grow, Leo. Time to grow. Time to flying. Sunshop. I can't even talk. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. Okay, rainbows everywhere. Okay, and head games. So don't let this person try to come back and play head games with you, Leo. Okay. And focus on yourself. Magnanimous me. Okay? Those are your last messages from spirits. Time flies. 4-4. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. Don't let people play head games. Focus on yourself. All right, Leo? I hope this message... blah. I think you might have some communication things going on, Leo, where you just feel like the words aren't coming out. They're just, flying out of your mouth this month, because I'm normally pretty articulate. So, Leo, I hope this reading resonated with you and you got some messages and guidance from Spirit. If you do feel that you could connect to this reading, please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And don't forget all my channel information in the description box below. All right, Leo, I am sending you lots of love and light and healing for the month of June. And I look forward to seeing you all back here in July. Have a wonderful rest of your June and enjoy the sunshine of the summer solstice. Have a great rest of your month. Bye.